Hey, how are you? Brsan here. Hope you're all having a great day. Just wanted to talk to you today about ethics of replacing business. I saved this for Friday because I thought maybe there'd be less chance of any altercations if I talked about this on a Friday. I'm a firm believer that we always have to look out for the best interest of our clients. I mean, that our clients are the reason that we're in this business, and we have to look out for our clients, number one, first and foremost. Now, I'm assuming majority of you understand that there's a 2-year contestability period on all policies written in final expense, and I think pretty much any life insurance. Now, what that means, even if a policy is issued with day one coverage, if that person dies within the first 2 years, the insurance company still has the right to go back and review medical records and contest that policy to make sure that everything was answered accurately on the application. So even though the policy went through underwriting, there were prescription checks, some companies run MIBs, it makes no difference. There's still a possibility that even if that person was offered or given day one coverage, that if they were to pass away within those first 2 years, the company may not pay the claim. It could be something as simple as that client telling you that they're a non-smoker and they actually smoke cigarettes. And just because of that, the insurance company, there's a good chance they might not pay the claim. If they discover through medical records that at some point that person told their doctor that they smoked and we didn't think that they did, well, there's a good chance that they're not going to pay the claim. So when we're looking at replacing someone's policy, I always remember this 2-year contestability period. And I don't really care how much that person's paying for their policy. If I'm able to beat their rate, that's fine and dandy. But if they're real close to being outside of that contestability period, to me, I don't think it's worth replacing the business. Even if I think that they're healthy enough for day one coverage, because I don't know what's in their medical records. I don't know what could be discovered if I replace that piece of business and they die sometime soon. I might have done something that could have really hurt that family and not helped that family. So that's kind of the closer you get to that 2-year window being closed, I think the more risk you're taking in replacing a policy, even if you're able to offer that person a better premium. I was on a company convention a few years ago, and I was talking to an agent, and he told me that he writes whatever company has the absolute lowest premium, no matter what. He said like half of his business was replacing policies. And I asked him, I said, well, what if that person's close to being outside of the 2-year contestability period, or maybe they've already passed it? I mean, will you still replace that business? And he said, yeah, I'll replace it. I don't care. I said, well, what happens if that person dies within the first 2 years? You took them out of a policy where they were fully covered. You're restarting that 2-year clock, and now they pass away, and the family's pretty much screwed. And he said, well, I don't care. That's their problem. And to me, that's not looking out for the best interest of the client. That's looking out for the best interest of yourself making a commission. And so, I don't know. I don't think any of us can really play God out here. I mean, we don't really know. The person could look like they're in great health. And we just never know what could come up when a company requests medical records and they decide that they don't want to pay the claim. So if you're one that likes to replace business, I think that the best thing you should do is maybe keep an extra $10,000 or $20,000 in your bank account. So when you replace a policy that was past the 2-year contestability period, and then when that person dies and the company you wrote doesn't pay the claim, you at least have the money in the bank so you can go pay the family the money that they just got screwed out of because you replaced the policies. So I hope this information was helpful to you. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me, and good luck out there.